Lars Klingbeil möchte Investitionsminister werden. Und Volksverräter, nicht Volksvertreter, aber Volksverräter Friedrich Merz findet das gut. Naja, na klar, Investitionsminister. It's fucking hilarious hearing a socialist leftist say that he wants to be the investment minister. Not just the finance minister, but now he wants to be seen as the investment minister of Germany. Well, guys, the budget has been agreed upon in the new government, right? So Friedrich Merz, once again, has let himself get boned in the butt with no Vaseline by Lars Klingbeil and his disgusting cohorts of leftists, right? So in the original Koalitionsvertrag, so in the initial coalition contract that they made, which is usually like the Bible. It's when it's about things they want, it's the Bible. Like, we agreed, that's it, we're gonna do it because we agreed in the coalition agreement, we agreed, so we're gonna do it. And one of the things that was in the coalition agreement was that there would be a reduction in taxes on energy for everybody. And of course, like always, the citizens of the country that pay the taxes get fucked. Because now, suddenly the plan is, well, there's not enough money to give everybody a tax break on energy. So we're just going to give it to big business, right? Because, they need to keep production up, which is true. But the regular people are just going to have to deal with these exorbitant costs in power and energy. Sorry, guys. And also, we're going to turn up the screws a little bit on the CO2 tax. So that way, gasoline and diesel also get more expensive for y'all. So, fuck you, citizens of Germany. We are going to steal your money and we're going to give it away to a bunch of illegal immigrants. That's what we're going to do. As always, as they're always going to do. Because the fact is, they agreed on a budget and it's going to be like 800 some $billion or billion euro of debt. In these 4 years, that debt is going to accrue $65 billion, euros in interest, right? So that's going to have to be paid. And they've still got a hole in the budget of about 144 billion bucks. So, just to make it clear, people, okay, just to make it easy on everybody, if you did this kind of budgeting for your home and your family for 2 months, on the third month, you would be homeless and wouldn't have a fucking penny to your name, right? That's the way it would be. But the government can just continue to rip you off, steal your money, not use it for things that you need, like bridges. I need bridges, guys. I'm driving a truck that sometimes weighs 40 tons over these fucking bridges that apparently can't handle it if you drive more than 60 kilometers an hour on it. That's why every truck, all the time, every bridge in this country, you have to slow down to 60 kilometers because they're afraid that the fucking vibrations is going to tear the bridge down. That's it. That's the solution. Let's make the trucks drive 60. Problem solved. No, I don't hear anything about money going to that shit. Oh, but they're going to have to do more on the train tracks and the train infrastructure, because what they actually want is they want everybody out of their cars, right? They want everybody out of their cars. They want everybody to use the fucking stupid train. So they're like, well, we're not going to need any bridges. Fuck them. Fuck the bridges. Of course, that makes no sense. But that's how socialist ideologues, leftists, that's how they think. Margaret Thatcher said once that there will always come a time when socialists run out of other people's money. That other people she's talking about is you, right? That's you and me. Those are the other people. So these people keep screwing up the taxes high as they can so they can take the money, and then they won't save a fucking penny, right? Nothing. So let's break it down easy, okay? Does Germany need much more military and equipment and personnel? And does Germany need a functioning military to be able to protect it? Yes, Every country does. Should taxes go up, or should the citizens have to pay for that through their taxes? Yes, we should. That's one of the main functions of a government, is providing security. Okay, cool. Does the government need to spend some of that tax money on the infrastructure, like the bridges? Yes. Should we pay for that with our taxes? Yes, obviously. Yes, we should. That's what they're for. But does the government have to pay the bills, the monthly bills and the costs for every immigrant, illegal and legal, that come into this country, and we have to pay for their existence, basically, because most of them don't work? I mean, the Bürgergeld, the welfare numbers don't lie, people. More than half of the welfare payments in this country go to immigrants, go to people that have never paid in one fucking dime into this system, and they extract from this system constantly. Now, do I blame them? No. If any country said, your country's getting bombed, why don't you come here and we'll just give you free money for the rest of your fucking life. You can dick around, you can stab people in the country if you want, you can raise your kids to be complete fucking assholes, you cannot adapt to our country, we'll just give you the money to do that just if you stay quiet. I think most people would probably just take that deal. Okay? So it's not their fault that they're taking this money and not working. It's the government's fault for not fucking making them work and taking away the free money. No free money for anybody that's not deathly ill. That's the way it should be. But no, of course, the SPD, the socialist government, or the Socialist Party, right, under the leader of Friedrich Merz, which is the Volksverräter, right? He is the betrayer of the people, the chancellor we have now. As a matter of fact, we should remember, Germany is not a democracy so long as Friedrich Merz is in power, because he lied his way into the seat, and it's proven that he did. So if that can't be punished, or we can't get new elections because of that, something is wrong with this system. It is not a democracy if Friedrich Merz is in power this way. It's unacceptable. He lied his way in there. He got people to believe that he was not for creating new debt, and he knew all along he was going to make more debt, $1 trillion worth. So fuck Friedrich Merz, right? And he's the guy that's allowing the SPD to set the tone here. So 10% of the annual budget in this country goes to welfare for citizens. 10%. That's bonkers. That's bonkers. And what's even more bonkers is the simple fact that most of that money is going to people that a bunch of them shouldn't even be here, right? And if they're here, they owe us, right? I owe Germany for living here. So I work so I can pay for my food, my family, etc., right? And then I also pay taxes. I can't just move to Germany. Well, I could. I guess I could. I could move to Germany and say, look, I need money. You know what I mean? Give me money. And they'll give me money, and I can sit on my ass and do nothing. And then work black like on the side and make money. You know what I mean? This shit is ridiculous, right? It's ridiculous. And the worst betrayal of all of it is, of course, the fact that in the coalition contract that they signed, that they agreed upon, so that they could form a coalition. You see, that's how that works. The people that are looking to make a coalition with each other, they talk beforehand, and they're like, look, how can we work together? Do you think we can? Let's agree on certain things that are going to happen for sure, so that we can at least carry those things out and make our coalition. So they agree on something, they sign a contract. It's worth shit, right? You could wipe your ass with this contract. It's worth absolutely nothing, right? It's worth nothing, because it doesn't mean anything. Because if it did, then the citizens of this country, every single fucking one of them that pays for energy, would be getting a tax break on energy costs. That's what's in the contract. But no, we're not getting it. Yes, the big companies are getting it. I understand why, right? But also, we should be fucking... Look at this place. The shit is going to hell. People are not able to pay for groceries. Some people don't even heat their homes in the winter because power is so goddamn expensive that it's just not doable for some people. That's crazy. If you're talking about a country like Germany, a first world country, right? Where actual people that actually work and have jobs and Netflix and shit can't fucking heat their house? That's crazy. That's like a basic thing, right? And the government could cut back on all the illegals, right? But they're just not going to. They could cut back on immigration. They're not going to. They could take away the pull factors that bring all these immigrants here. For example, the free money, but they're not going to. And so therefore they need more and more and more money. So not only has this government taken on $1 trillion fucking bucks, $1 trillion of new debt, they're still in the hole for $144 billion. Who the fuck? And this guy that is the finance minister wants to be called the investment minister as well. Wait a fucking minute, bro. Let me tell you something quick about investments, right? Investments means that you invest into it and you extract from it the profits that that investment makes, right? Investment is not, let's give immigrants free money. That is money thrown into a money pit, a black hole. You might as well take the fucking money and throw it in the fireplace and watch it fucking burn. It'll at least heat your house. You know what I mean? But it's not an investment. None of the things that the SPD wants to do in this country are investments, right? None. They are all social welfare giveaways to their leftist NGOs and their fucking and the so-called weaker people of society. Look, I get it. Some people are deserving of welfare for sure. They can't help themselves. They're they can't work. Whatever the problem can be, but those people are few and far between. Most people can get their ass out there and do fucking work. We don't need to get more immigrants here. We need to put the immigrants that are here to fucking work. That's the solution, people. Pretty goddamn simple. I'm a fucking truck driver and I can figure it out, okay? So if the fucking political geniuses that want to be called Investitionsminister can't fucking make that calculation, then they are either dumb, ignorant, or evil. And I think the last is the case. They can't be that stupid, right? They know what they're doing, they just don't care. They do not care about you. They don't care about the average working person in this country. The only reason they care about those people are so they can get their money out of their fucking pockets and into the pockets of immigrants and social welfare programs and NGOs and all this bullshit that this government doesn't need to spend money on, but is going to continue to do so. And in order to do it, they're going to create more debt, right? It's madness. This should be treason. It's our money. Who the fuck do these people think they are? Well, Ukraine needs money, and Israel needs money, and Gaza needs money, and everybody needs money. So guys, you can't heat your house, you know, but all these people need money. You know, Zelensky, Coke's expensive in Ukraine right now. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you just gotta fucking understand, people. You gotta understand. We don't have money for you. We can't do it. We've got a $140 billion hole in the budget, even with $1 trillion of debt. These people are amazing. The gall of these people, that they have the gall to get up there and call themselves Volksvertreter. These people are gross, disgusting, evil fucks, right? It's absolutely horrible. Again, people, your fault. You voted for this fucking moron, right? You voted for that moron. And now you have to deal with it for 4 years. And so do I. Thanks a lot. We all told you, vote for the AFD. Give these people a chance. They're the only ones with balls. They're the only ones that have the backbone and the know-how and the experience to do anything. These other people from these establishment parties are morons that have only been able to get elected over the years because of mainstream media when there wasn't internet. And now they don't realize that they're not going to get away with all their bullshit and their lies anymore. It doesn't work like that anymore. Now politics is going to be result-based, right? Where people get told a bunch of shit that's going to happen, and those people are waiting for fucking results, and if those results don't come, the people should be voted out for not bringing results. The good intentions and all that shit, that's done. We want fucking results, and these people are not giving them to us. So please, people, wake up, get your head out of your ass, vote for the AFD in every county, city, state, Bundesland, wherever. Vote for them everywhere. Get rid of these establishment, corrupt, crazy, lying, crony motherfuckers. It's madness. They are raping us and laughing at us while they do it. It's crazy. That people are not already on the fucking streets wrecking shit like in LA. You know what I mean? I just don't get it. I don't. How far are you people going to allow yourselves to be pushed by these fucking elitist cocksuckers? Huh? How long? I don't fucking get it. It's madness. Look, people, here's one way to figure out what Friedrich Merz and the SPD and their government is going to do. If they say A, if they say something, the outcome is going to be the opposite of that something, okay? So when they say we're not going to rack up the debt, then you know that means they're going to ask for more debt, right? When they say we're going to give you less immigration, you know that means it's going to be more immigration, right? When they say you're going to get a fucking tax break on your energy bill, they mean you're not going to get jack shit because we have to send it to Cocaine Man in Ukraine, right? Everything they say is the opposite of what they mean. Everything. You can almost set your watch to it. It's unreal. It really is. It's unreal. And what's even more unreal is that we as people are allowing these motherfuckers to get away with this shit. It is time to take your last chance, right? I think it's going to be the last chance to get the AFD in there as soon as you possibly can, right? As soon as you possibly can. Like I said, everywhere AFD, everywhere you can vote, go vote. Vote AFD. Send a signal to these people that they're on their last few years here, because they are going to make sure that everybody's in the fucking poorhouse if they can. And then the only people that are going to survive in this country are people that have the money and the means and the ability to leave it. You can think I'm a conspiracy theorist all you want, but you see it happening in front of your fucking face. I'm not telling you something that isn't known. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like sucking this out of my thumb, this shit. You can see it happening. You've seen, since Friedrich Merz got elected, he has broken his fucking promise on every single turn, and he just turns around and goes, you guys voted for me, shouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? Now I got the power. Well, actually, Lars Klingbeil has the power, and I'm Lars Klingbeil's little fucking bitch boy. That's Friedrich Merz. So, congratulations, Germany. Now you are starting to feel what it's going to be like for the next 4 years. They just don't give a fuck about you. And they're going to make that ever more clear as these next 3.5 years go on. That's all I got. Sorry. What can I do? I can't change it.